What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a Bloodline Invasion in WWE, there's a new women's title coming to Raw, more females coming forward against Vince McMahon, did Samantha Irvin Tease a comeback, the Street Profits WWE future, is there real-life heat between Bianca and Jade, Brock Lesnar cited, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at more females coming forward against Vince McMahon. On top of today's news is a possibility of more women could join the Janelle Grant in filing suit against Vince McMahon for alleged misconduct. Grant's attorney recently spoke with SE Scoops about the lawsuit and related topics such as the status of people as independent contractors versus employees and the validity of the NDAs. Her attorney also revealed that Grant's decision to sue McMahon for alleged misconduct has motivated others to step forward. I can say generally Janelle has been courageous in speaking about her situation. My hope is that she is an example to other people who feel that they are not alone and can speak out themselves, and we've been seeing that. I've had several people contact me and we're doing vetting and going through that process. While only time will tell whether attorneys determine whether any of these people have a potential claim against McMahon, the WWE, or anyone else involved with the company, she isn't the only attorney investigating possible legal action against McMahon. You may recall at least one law firm announced that it's seeking anyone with a potential lawsuit against McMahon. However, Janelle Grant's civil suit is on hold as a federal investigation is being conducted into potential misconduct by Vince McMahon. The recent election of Donald Trump to the White House has raised questions whether the investigation will continue under the new administration in light of the friendship between Vince and President-elect Trump. Next up, a new women's title coming to Raw? Or will the WWE add a secondary women's title to Raw following Friday's announcement that a Women's United States Championship has been added to SmackDown? As we reported yesterday, the announcement surprised some in the WWE. There have been calls for another women's title for over a year now and rumors for several months, but nothing about when said title might debut. Naturally, this recent announcement invites the question if and when the Red Brand will get a secondary women's title. While there's nothing to report yet, it wouldn't surprise us if the WWE made the announcement on Raw, hoping to surprise fans and possibly entice some fans to tune in to see whether a new belt is unveiled tonight. So far, there hasn't been any mention of how a new women's champion will be crowned, but fans are already talking about who they'd like to see win the women's US title. Next up, a Bloodline Invasion. Now it's time for an update on the latest member of the Anoa'i family to join the WWE along with a potential addition to the Bloodline. You may recall a story that Lance Anoa'i has signed with the WWE but was sidelined with an injury. And now WrestleTalk is reporting that the Anoa'i family member LA Smooth aka Lloyd Anoa'i confirmed on the YouTube channel Keeks and Squeaks that Lance is in NXT. Jacob Fatu, my nephew, I was waiting for them to pick him up. My other nephew Lance Anoa'i, he's in NXT right now, and one that I have right now that will fit. I would actually put my own son in there because I'm training him. He's 17 years old, he's 6'4", and he hasn't stopped growing. So could be part of our third generation. In addition, they also mentioned that New Japan Pro Wrestling star Hikuleo has signed with the WWE and the promotion plans to debut him in NXT. Hikuleo, the adopted son of former WWE superstar Haku, seems like another strong candidate for the Bloodline alongside his brothers Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. What do you guys think about these latest developments concerning the WWE signing, and do you believe that WWE will eventually add these superstars to the seemingly eternal Bloodline saga? Next up, is Solo Sikoa dethroning Cody Rhodes? Could Solo Sikoa be the latest member of the Bloodline to strike championship gold? Solo, whose hostile takeover of the Bloodline has already yielded dividends with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa winning the WWE Tag Team Championship, and he's made it clear that he wants the WWE Undisputed Championship. And now WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi believes that the stars are beginning to align in Solo's favor. The master of the stink face opined on this during his podcast Off the Rope. Like I mentioned on the last podcast, we had Solo's a made man. For that to happen, we see plans within this kid of what can be the next level for him. We talked about, does he need a belt? Well, after this pin on Roman, I can see maybe Solo being the one to take it off Cody. But Rikishi then got down to how things could play out. I talked about maybe Roman will come back and take it off Cody, but after seeing that you beat the GOAT, I believe it was 2 or 3 spikes, but now it's like, okay, you beat the GOAT, now you considered the GOAT Slayer, so who knows? Rikishi's past shows demonstrate he's a big believer in his children's abilities and a critic of what he's seen as bad booking choices toward them by WWE management. Do you think this is a W by Rikishi or a complete L? Next up, the Street Profits WWE future. What's going on with the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and is their team thinking about leaving WWE? Montez Ford expressed his frustrations with the team's direction during a 1st November interview with the Daily Mail, questioning whether the team has fallen by the wayside and whether their legacy has been damaged by an uneventful run over the last 4 years. These comments and questions about the Prophet's WWE contract status have led to speculation about whether one or both members of the team will leave the WWE. A recent Fightful Select article noted, Fightful Select reached out to the Street Profits and the WWE about the duo's contract status and didn't get a concrete answer on their future. There was no clear indication that the two had their deals coming up soon or if they'd re-sign. Fightful mentioned that the tag team signed multi-year contracts in 2019 but added it's unclear how long the contracts were for. Montez Ford had only said still thinking about it when he was asked about his future in wrestling and hadn't provided additional context. The Street Profits' career got a much-needed shot in the arm when they were paired with Bobby Lashley and B-Fab. The new group feuded with the Final Testament only for things to go sideways when Bobby Lashley was injured. Lashley's subsequent departure from the WWE seemed to put the Profits' push on hold again. For some WWE fans and analysts, the problem isn't how the WWE uses the Street Profits, but how it's failed to push Montez Ford as a single star. There's been a lively online discussion about Ford's potential as a solo act, along with the rumors that his skills and athleticism hasn't gone unnoticed by WWE officials. However, nothing has materialized to that date. That could change with Friday's show, especially if the Profits come up short against the Guns and the team implodes or its members decide to go it alone. Next up, did Samantha Irvin tease a comeback? Does Samantha Irvin want to return to WWE? Fans started asking this question again after Irvin replied to a workout video by current NXT superstar Lola Vice, commenting, "Is it too late to come back?" Irvin's WWE exit caught many fans by surprise, but it turned out that she notified the WWE months before her departure. Now, in case you missed it, Samantha thanked the WWE for her time there and clarified that she's looking for more opportunities and more time with her family. The WWE has gone on record to say that Samantha is always welcome back, which for some fans can't happen soon enough. Next up, real-life heat between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Are current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Belair and Cargill set to self-destruct? The WWE started dropping hints of internal dissension, but according to former WWE personality, there's plenty of genuine animosity between the two already. Speaking on the Coach and Bro show, Coachman claimed, "I've also heard that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair do not get along at all. It's from reliable sources. They don't get along." Now you got two spectacular looking women in Bianca and Jade. You can't look any better than they do, but Bianca's already been in the main event, so you're asking her to give somebody the rub. Of course she's going to be pissed off. She makes her own gear, and Jade doesn't make her own gear. Do you see how that could lead to something? I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case of the WWE working the media to forward a storyline. However, what if Coachman's sources are accurate? Do you think there's any real life friction between the two? Let us know in the comments. Next up, where's Saraya? What's happened to former AEW Women's Champion Saraya, aka former superstar Paige? Saraya reportedly signed a 1-year extension to her AEW contract, but she's been absent as of late, leading to theories as to why. During a recent Q&A on Fightful Select, Sean Ross Sapp explained Saraya's absence, ruling out the theory that she's been injured. He mentioned she's fine and she's okay, she's working on other projects and agreed to that 1-year extension with AEW. Next up, RVD talks WWE's treatment of legends. What does Rob Van Dam think about the way the WWE treats its past superstars, aka legends? Van Dam, who recently announced he signed a Legends deal, discussed the situation when he appeared on Busted Open Radio. "It's a really good time to be a legend. The legends, I feel like they're going to be popping up a lot, doing more work, more promotions, be part of the show more, and I love it. I love history. I love how it adds depth as opposed to erasing the history and acting like it didn't exist." He discussed how 2024 has been good for the WWE superstars of yesteryear. I do feel like, very much like I keep saying, moving forward, even if it's just the royalty deals for the legend deals or whatever, I think it's just going to be a good year for the legends. They're going to get a lot of love and acknowledgement for what they've done, and that's really important. Now, the whole effing show isn't the only wrestler who praised the WWE's treatment of legends, as DDP recently announced that he signed a Legends deal following Bad Blood, commenting on how much he enjoyed appearing at the show and how he was treated. And finally, Brock Lesnar's sighting. And last but not least, Brock Lesnar has been off TV for nearly a year, but a recent photo shows the Beast hasn't gone into winter hibernation. Country music singer-songwriter Ward Davis recently posted a photo on Facebook showing himself next to Lesnar. Brock still looks like a monster and appears to be ready to rumble if and when the WWE decides to bring him back. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.